Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host, Aries, also known as Rita, and that's Aaron.
Also known as Tubbs.
Yeah, and I am Crockett. Do 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 do. Anyways,
I knew that was coming.
On Miami Vice, Tubbs gets the boss a coffee.
More likely, Crockett gets the boss a cigar. Anyways, moving on, we're going to come to you with a review of the Turrent Reserva de la Casa in Torpedo. Now, starting off with this, the smell, it was earthy, and for some strange reason, it brought back memories to me of the old shoe shine shop that used to be in the arcade under the Terminal Tower, now what's Tower City. And no, the arcade was not in Tower City. The arcade was, it's hard to explain. It's been converted kind of into a hotel now, I suppose, in Cleveland. But anyways, it used to be 4 floors of shopping and stuff with food eateries downstairs, and there used to be an old tobacco shop that my granddad went to, run by a guy who runs a little tobacco shop out of West Park, West Park, Ohio now. So anyways, it just brought back memories of that to me. So I can't say it smells like shoe shine polish, though. That probably isn't very good. No?
I pick up hints of earth, espresso, and chocolate. I thought it was very delicious, cigar, in my opinion. And that's what I picked up to begin with.
A delicious smelling, you mean?
It was a delicious smelling that you can sit there and pick up the hints, because, well, it's nice. And it's earthy, yet it has hints of espresso, and it has chocolate in it. It's not overly powering like the Java Mint.
No. Getting into the first third here, on my very first puff, I noticed that it seemed chocolatey and peppery. Then after that, it kind of became more pepper with pure cocoa and leather, some star anise, and what I would consider to be hints of plum. The pepper is felt more than it's tasted, and it's pretty full-bodied. About half an inch, and the flavors kind of mellow out, and the leather comes up to the front. That's what I thought of it.
When I was doing the smell, my initial light up I forgot to do, but it's the same as the first third. I was picking up very strong, not hints, but very strong, smooth espresso flavor, as well as dark cocoa and hay. And I thought, this cigar isn't bad at all.
Okay, moving on to the halfway point. I thought it was by this point it became a fairly mild smoke, but it was rough on the back of the throat. So even though it had mild flavors for the most part, it still had its strong points. It was very drying. The primary flavors were chocolate and leather with some star anise and still that hint of plum that I noticed. And pepper just kind of snuck in now and then. It didn't decide whether it wanted to stay or go. It's just like no pepper, no pepper, no pepper, pepper. Whoa. And then no pepper, no pepper, no pepper. So, so far at this point, halfway.
My halfway, I still had that strong flavor of espresso. The hay was dying off, and the dark chocolate turned into milk chocolate, and it was just, a fabulous smoke. I could see myself smoking them daily.
Now moving into the final third, dark cocoa, and when I'm talking dark cocoa, I'm talking like that 95% pure cocoa that's almost bitterish cocoa, like baker's chocolate, but it's different. People actually eat this stuff, and It's good stuff. My dad likes it a lot.
So do we
also,
when we get it to the health food
well,
store.
we get that with the mint in it, though, and all those actually.
Well, after 95%.
Anyways, I also was picking up hints of leather, which those two were the strong dominant flavors. And there was some cedar and plum, and the star anise seemed to be completely gone. And whatever pepper flavors, I would say, is more of a very mild white pepper, but it was still coming and going. So, your final third.
Well, I got two things to say. First of all, the ash was thick and gray like it usually is. It just fell right off when you tapped it if you had enough burn. The first third was a mild strength or mild body. But anyways, my last third was simple, which was I was picking up espresso again. The earth came back, a tad bit of earth. The cappuccino flavor came in, as you know, it's which was about a mild strength for the cappuccino. And then I was also picking up creamy and butteriness at the end. And by the way, 2/3 and 3/3, it became a full body cigar.
So, I started this, the Turrent Reserva de la Casa at 2:45. I was done with it about 4:30, which means it was an hour and 45 minutes smoke, which is pretty decent for what was essentially a Toro-sized torpedo. Just a little longer than a Toro, but not much.
I got 2 hours and 14 minutes out of mine.
And my rating of this is going to be a 95. I really enjoyed this cigar. It was rather strong and fairly full-bodied smoke, but fairly complex too, with some flavors in it that it stands aside as a unique cigar, and the fact that I have not smoked many cigars like this one, the De La Casa, and that plum flavor is unique. I've not noticed that in any other cigar, but it does sit there. So I definitely got to give it a 95 because of that, and I've always liked the torpedo size, and this works very well in that.
I give it 95 also because it was just a downright fine, fabulous smoke. And the other thing is, if I have to buy another box of these, then it will be that we're reviewing
get the
6x60s. Yes, exactly.
Everything she wants is Gigante.
Or
Let's put it that
4x60.
way. And I actually kind of prefer the torpedo, even though I'd shy away from it in the 4x60. And I do like those 4x60s too.
I was disappointed in the 4x60s, but anyways, there's your review
of the... Well, that's because they were torpedoes and they burnt too quick.
There is your review of the Turrent Reserva de la Casa. With that said, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, feedback, suggestions.
Did you give it a rating?
Yeah, I gave it a 95.
Oh, okay.
And please post comments, feedback, suggestion. Please add us or subscribe to us, or add us as a friend. Thank you, and may God bless the world.
And I guess...
From Oakland, we got 'em.
Yep.